I have 5 children. 4 of them are under the age of 18, still in the house. I have a 23-year-old son who's, out there out there in the real world in Indiana doing his thing. And I have in the household, I have my 15-year-old son, my 9-year-old son who just turned 9, November, literally weeks ago. I have an 8-year-old son. Well, he's 7 going on 8 in February. Then my daughter's 4 years old. And, when I go to work in the mornings and I come home, it's a long day. The joy that is on their face when I come in the door is really special. It's a great feeling to go out in the morning and you don't even want to get started. Some days you don't even want to go out there in the morning. You're just exhausted from the week or the weekend, or if you're having a tough time in your life, you might go to sleep, and get 8 hours of rest and still be tired in the morning. And you get up and you go to work. The gas too high. The food is too high. Your water bill is too high. My electric bill, 3 times more than it was 4 years ago. These are the things that are on my mind when I go out the house in the morning. I'm leaving the house to go to work to make as much money as I can because we have to take care of these precious little ones in the house. So I'll go to work and I'll come home. And my day, I drive for a living, so I drive a lot. I don't drive trucks. I've been doing chauffeur. I've been doing I've done shuttle services my whole life. Not my whole life, but the last 15 years of my life, and um, I met a lot of people in DC. Some celebrities. I'll tell those stories another time. Um, and I do copywriting and marketing as well, but that's been hard lately. So my day job is out there in the streets now, running around the whole day, you know, bouncing around in the in the Lincoln and just like, okay, I'm tired. And I come home and my kids are there and they just, they just you walk in the door and you can feel the joy. My 15-year-old is like, he doesn't even, he doesn't, he's a teenager. He just want to be like, hey, what's up? And go to his room, play a game or something. The 9-year-old, well, let me go to my daughter. The first thing she wants when I come in the door is my iPad. I mean, literally, I come in the house, and Dad, I miss you, and she reaches for the iPad. It's in my hand. I got stuff in my hand. My 8-year-old son, a 7-year-old, he'll be 8 soon. I get a hug. Hey, Dad, I miss you. Dad, I miss you. Whatever. He grabs whatever he can out of my hand, but usually he grabs the coffee cup. He grabs the coffee cup, guys, because he likes to have my coffee when it's at the very, very bottom, where it's not hot anymore because it's been the whole day. I haven't drunk the whole thing. And there's a little bit left in there, and it's a part with all the sugar in it. And I know I shouldn't give a kid a coffee, but, come on. He takes that and runs off. My 8-year-old, now 9, just wants me. And he'll say, Dad, can we play a game? Dad, can we, whatever. He wants to sit with me everywhere I go. He just follow around the house. And he's like that. So, it's a joy to come home when you know that you're fighting hard for them. At nighttime, everyone has to be tucked in. Everyone has to be, and I have a different drill for each of my children. The oldest son, I kind of just like, we don't really do much because he's too big. So we just like, I'm like, hey, what's up, boy? He'll do some crazy little annoying thing that he knows is annoying, just to get him nerves. And then it's endearing. Then I had to give my 9-year-old, put him on my shoulder, take him to the bed, the top bunk of the bed. And my 7-year-old, he wants to be carried all kind of ways. Every day is different. This day is Superman. Next day, grab my legs upside down. Next day, it's a different thing every day. My daughter comes in the room, and it's just me and her now. The mother's still downstairs doing her thing, cooking, whatever she's doing. Not cooking, but cleaning up stuff, whatever. And just me and her in the bed, and she'll sit there, and she'll lay beside me. And I look at her face, and she'll just smile. She had this big smile on her face, like she's impressed with me. Like, I love this man so much. He's so impressive. It's that kind of look, something that you would get from someone who highly respects you, reveres you, and it's that innocence that I love. And then I think about it in that moment. This is why I fight. This is why in the mornings I get up, because I want my kids to have the best, to have the greatest things in the world, the best opportunities, the best toys, the best life, a life better than mine. Mine was good, but I'm just saying. And so this is the soul of MAGA. This is why Trump came into office. This is why Trump is taking the abuse, the attacks. This is why he's risking going to jail. He is fighting for the children, people. No, he's not, Stefan. He's trying to get more money. What's going to happen if he improves the economy? What's going to happen if he brings more jobs here? Now I want to be able to make more money in less time, and I can pay more bills and put more food on my table to feed my kids and to get more toys and they're under the tree for Christmas. It's about the kids. This whole movement is about the kids. Trump's 70 years old, guys. Okay? He ain't gonna be alone. The people that are in his circle, if you notice, he's picking a lot of younger people. Why is that? He wants someone to be there long after he's gone, with the same spirit, the same motivation, the same agenda, the same drive as him. So when we talk about child trafficking, sex trafficking, trafficking of minors, trafficking of girls, when we bring up P. Diddy and his parties, and Jeffrey Epstein and his island and his list, and by the way, Joe Biden has an island too, and by the way, so does Obama, and by the way, so is Hillary Clinton, and by the way, we can keep going on. The CEO of Virgin Atlantic, what's his name, Richard Brunson? Oh, pedophile stuff. Whatever his name is. These guys have islands. Oprah. And they're out there harming children, allegedly. Gotta say that so I won't get sued. This is all alleged. This is what Trump is fighting for, guys. So you bring in people that has the ability to draw attention to the things that are necessary to resolve the conflict. You bring in a border czar that is lethal. This guy is lethal. You saw him on the Senate floor? Oh my God, he is a metaphorically speaking, a stone cold killer. He is going to disrupt these Democrats in ways they have never before seen. I can't wait. I can't wait. And we're in the middle of the beginning part. I'll say the middle. That sounds so crazy. We're in the beginning part of the storm. The storm is getting ready to fall on these people. I think it's already here, but it hasn't been announced yet because Trump hasn't gone on Twitter and said it yet. But we are about to have the greatest 4 years, probably in American history. Follow me on Facebook. I don't even know the Facebook link, guys. So we're gonna say this here. Follow me on Fondcast. My website is Fondcast, PHON cast.com. If you put the Fondcast in front of that, you won't get that page. We'll get the old page, which I was wrongfully accused of being a phishing site, and they blocked me and shut me down. So I have to change host providers to get rid of all of that crap and change the domain name. The domain name from the Fondcast is dead. I don't use it anymore. I don't own it. But fondcast.com, you can go there. Everywhere where the podcast is being shown or being syndicated, you can find that on the website. I'm also going to be updating it soon with information and content, commentaries. And then, of course, each podcast I do, I'm going to put up the transcripts up there on the website so you guys can see it. At some point, I'm going to put up a form where you guys can fill out your email and name so you can be registered to receive the updates in your email when I post a new video or whatever. And as far as the video itself, the podcast videos itself, I'm going to start moving towards a more visual aspect in the coming weeks. Okay, so give me time to get things going on that front, but I will be getting visual soon. And also, when I had the right setup, I'm going to get on camera. Oh God, I'm going to get on camera. I've been in the weight room, guys. I'm running. I'm lifting weights here. I'm trying to, because I gained some weight here. I want to come down a little bit here before I look I got like a fat slob on camera. But I'm going to do it soon. I hate being on camera. I hate being seen. But we're going to do that too. Okay. All right. So this will be. I'm gonna keep this video, this episode, in the shorter format for now. I just wanted to focus on my watch is going off. Focus on Trump's picks today or this past week. There's a lot of stuff going on here with that. Number one, if you think that Trump is going to have 4 years of peace, you're not paying attention at all. I mean, I'm glad we're celebrating. Please celebrate. Enjoy the win. I mean, have all just enjoy it. Enjoy it, because this is the calm before the storm for real. And you think the storm is just for the deep state? It's a storm for everybody. Okay, what's getting ready to happen in the next 4 years will probably be worse than what happened in the first 4 years. I know I can't say the media will be worse. I don't know, but I think as far as actions and countermeasures and things that we see going on, it'll be a lot different these 4 years. What I've noticed is, guys, it's something here that I want to talk about here. Just what I've seen here. Trump tried to get a guy in office, or a guy leading the Senate majority, and he had his picks in there, and he didn't get them. He didn't get them. The Republican Senate rejected Trump's picks for the House Senate, the Senate Majority Leader. Rejected. He wanted Rick Scott, I think. There was another guy that he had too, but he had Rick Scott as the one that he really wanted to be the Senate Majority Leader. He was rejected by the Republican senators. I want you to hear this from me, guys, because this is important. This is not just a random thing that happened, or this is a part of government. Hey, Trump picked the guy. They don't want him. They're going to find someone else. No. This is a shot at Trump. This is a shot at him. This is a silent war going on here. And what the Republican Senate said is, okay, yeah, we won, but we're not going to let you have everything you want. This is going to be a fight, guys. This is going to be a fight, guys. This is going to be a bigger fight than the first 4 years. Trump picked a couple of guys for his cabinet, his administration. And they're having a problem with almost all of them, especially Matt Gaetz. What I'm seeing is that there's possible swamp that exists that we're not even aware of. and we're going to start seeing them come out one by one, exposed one by one. Now, I've already posted some of this here on Facebook and Telegram, so you guys will probably, you're gonna be hearing the same stuff again. But I'm gonna probably say more here, I guess. I don't know. Trump is making these picks for a reason. Number one, if you notice here, there's always an announcement that he's getting ready to pick somebody. And then suddenly that person isn't picked, or that, it's announced later on that the person that was picked or wasn't picked. Have you noticed that? It'll come out in the news, oh, Trump is thinking about picking Rick Scott. Da, 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 da. And then, that'd be, all over social media and the news for a while, for a couple of hours. And all of a sudden later on, Trump will say, Trump picks Rick Scott for, or Trump will say himself, and he will post a truth that he picked a certain person. Now it was advertised that from the social media that he wanted to have what's the guy's name, Vivek, to be the head director of CIA. And but 2 hours later, he came out and he chose what's it, Ratcliffe? Yeah, he was the former head of the ODNI. Okay, he was the one that was in. He basically was the same, in the same position as Michael Flynn was for Obama. So there is this rumor first that comes out, and then there is Trump picking somebody or announcing hey, I picked this guy. Why is that? And someone said, well, Trump wants to find out where our legals are. No, I don't think it's the case. Normally that would be the case, but not this consistently. He wouldn't have this happen this consistently. In the past, it'd be one or two things that will be spoken, and we find them. You don't have to have a leak every single time you pick somebody. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times. How many times has it been? You don't have to have the same person leak the same thing 10 times before you say, oh, we got him. So what is it, guys? I think Trump is trying to see what we think about each person he picks before it comes out. So he's having someone intentionally leak it with the purpose of getting feelers from us to see what we think. And that's what's happening here. But he leaked out Vivek and then spiked the ball on him and chose Ratcliffe. Interesting. I like him, so I'm not saying that he's a bad guy. He might have a different role for him. But Trump also picked out Matt Gaetz now. And now this is when the firestorm happened. He chose Matt Gaetz. And Matt Gaetz is now being, now all of a sudden it's coming in the news, oh, Matt Gaetz was the one responsible for the sex trafficking of that little girl, 17-year-old girl or something, a couple of years ago. And he was, and now he this is in the news now. This was gone for like a year, at least a year. It wasn't in the news. It wasn't been talked about. It's been gone. Now he was still being investigated. Now this is the part I find interesting here. He was still being investigated by the House Intel Committee, whatever they call themselves. The Ethics Board. Yeah, they got so many different boards. The Ethics Board. They were investigating him still on that. I think as late as that I last checked was like mid-March, April, May or something like that, June. And then they stopped investigating him. They closed it up. But guess what, guys? He was getting ready to be. They would get ready to release the report a few days from when Trump announced him as the AG pick. Interesting, right? You're saying the guy that was getting ready to be delivered, possibly a blow by the House Ethics Board. He was getting ready to be probably, they probably won't say, hey, he has to get out of here. He has to resign or something. They were getting ready to issue some kind of, report about this thing days before Trump announced him as the AG pick. And now Matt Gaetz, I'm not sure if he resigned yet, but if he resigned, He resigned in time. It's almost as if Trump tried to rescue him from the ethics committee because he knew it was coming. Hmm. Trump, uh, he's a chess player, guys. I'm not implying anything one way or another with Matt Gaetz. I really don't know. I'm being honest. I really don't know. You know everything. No, I do not. I make guesses based on what I see and don't see. But the Matt Gaetz thing is very questionable to me because Trump rescued him from being probably kicked out of the forced to resign maybe from his seat. He rescued him out of that by picking him as AG. Now, if Trump knew that he was going to be that they were going to release a report and that he would probably lose his seat behind that, why would he take him on as AG? Now, I'll say it this way: did we know they would get ready to release a report on from the committee on Matt Gaetz and his involvement, his so-called involvement with the sex trafficking of this girl? We wouldn't know. We didn't even know it was going to happen until Trump decided to pick him as AG. Then it came out in the news that Trump picked him as AG, and now suddenly, wait a minute, we have a problem with this guy because they were getting ready to kick him out of the House anyway. And now everyone is talking about sex trafficking. Huh. Trump ain't did nothing. He ain't pointed a finger. He ain't said a word against Matt. All he did was put this dude on display. And now suddenly, something that probably wouldn't even get talked about too much because he's irrelevant. Trump is the bigger predator to them. Suddenly, we now know that he was getting ready to be probably sanctioned or whatever by the committee, and they were going to reveal their report about what they found on him. Huh. And Trump just grabbed him and said, "Stand right here." No. Come here. Stand right here. He didn't even. He's not even in office yet, guys. He's not even in office yet, guys. Matt Gaetz is still, well, I don't know if he is or was, but by the time you hear this, he was still the congressman. And no one was talking about this thing here. And Trump saw it. He said, "Let me put you right here. Just stand right there. And guess what? I'm not going to put you in office yet. I'm just going to announce that you're in office. And now when I announce it, everybody's going to report on you now. Now, because you're coming to my office now, they want to try to get me with sex trafficking. So they're going to come at you and say, aha, see, Trump is bringing in his fellow sex trafficking friends. And now it's in the news. Do you see what I'm saying, guys? Chess. Is Matt Gaetz innocent or guilty? I don't know. What do you want to know what I think? It's possible. It's quite possible. I've seen some things myself that look questionable. I think not just him, but Ron DeSantis, as well. And there are a couple of Florida people that I think are that are questionable. Isn't Rick Scott from Florida as well? Huh. Oh, okay. I could be wrong there. If I'm wrong, please tell me in the comments or something. But I believe Rick Scott is from Florida too. If not, then forgive me. So it's almost as if he's putting people in the spotlight that needs to be there at the right time, and he just put them there, and he stepped back, and then the media is out there destroying this dude, and Trump ain't did nothing. And if Matt Gaetz is guilty of this stuff for real, guess what? Trump doesn't have to lose his reputation by calling him out. He just let him call himself out. Let him put him in the spotlight and let him defend himself. And then we'll see what comes up. I told everyone here, do not look at who Trump picked as AG. Look at who becomes the deputy AG. Whoever, even if Matt Gaetz is good, a good man, he will not be the AG in 2 years. He will not be the AG. If you haven't paid attention to the first Trump administration, he don't keep people on, guys. You got 1 year, 2 years, you're out. 1 year, 2 years, you're out. Thank you for coming in, and that's how it is. He did not bring back a Pompeo. Notice that he said that he won't bring back Pompeo, Mike Pompeo, Pompeo, whatever the name is. He won't bring him back, or Nikki Haley, but he said he worked really well with them. Now, I used to think that I for a while I thought Haley was maybe playing along with Trump, but now after Trump did that, I know that he's throwing shade at Haley and Pompeo and calling them deep state. Although Pompeo, the guy we see ain't the Pompeo we know, and you guys know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. There's going to be a lot of things, guys. There's some serious stuff going on. Why would he? Here's the thing. And I know Trump is not finished yet picking his people. Why pick Matt Gaetz, who said and did questionable things a couple years ago when he thought that Trump was going to lose and go to jail? Why did he pick Rick Scott to be Senate Majority Leader, knowing that Rick Scott had some things to say about him a few times? Oh, you hear me? Rubio? Really? Rubio. It's like Trump is trying to drain the swamp in a new way. I'm going to bring my enemy into the office and let them ruin themselves. Let them vacate their own seats. Bring you into office. Let you ruin yourself. And when it's over, I'm gonna look bad because you brought it on yourself. I didn't do it. I gave you a job. Why didn't he call on Marjorie Taylor Greene? Carrie Lake? Hello? Why didn't he call on he may. Why did he call on the people who attacked him? Robert F. Kennedy, Vivek. Not saying he's the enemy, but I'm just saying he attacked him. Vivek. How come everyone Trump has picked for office used to be his enemy? You want to look at stuff, and say, oh, this is going to be a good cabinet. Are you sure? Why is he picking people that used to attack him? Or, in Matt Gaetz's case, he didn't really attack. He just said some questionable stuff, and we'll get to that another time. I think, guys, Trump is trying to show us something new. I'm not saying that everyone he picked is deep state and wrong and bad. But what I am saying is, he's going to start exposing people in a new way. I'm going to bring the enemy in. Elon Musk ain't the enemy. When he brings guys off the streets like that, those guys are not enemies. Trump does not want established people. But he brought Ratcliffe back. Interesting. He brought him back, guys. We'll get into Ratcliffe probably in the next show. I got to tell you who he is, what he's done, and why I think Trump might maybe have him in office right now, especially as head of CIA. We're on the verge of some great things, guys. But trust me on this here. This war between the parties is going to intensify because now Trump is not going after just the Democrats in the deep state. He's going after the central bankers. And now we're going to see how many people are they have in their pocket. We're going to see how many the bankers have in their pocket. I'll see you all on the next show. God bless you.